So you were lucky enough to get a drone for Christmas. Well, we need to go fly it. Hey, Remote Pilot 101, Jason here, and I'm going to share with you today 4 things you need to know first. So, well, congratulations, you're the new owner of a drone, and if you're lucky, it was a gift too. Always nice to receive expensive gifts like that. Helps out a little bit on the wallet for sure here. But there's some things we need to know and do before we can actually go out and fly that drone for the first time. So before you take that new drone up in the air, let's take a couple of minutes to make sure, first off, we do it right and that we do it legally as well. Now, as the leader in remote pilot test training, we want to help the newcomers to get this hobby off to a successful start, maybe even a commercial operation. So we put together really the top tips to help you safely get started. Drones can be a lot of fun when used safely and used legally. First of all, if your drone weighs more than 249 grams, so that's 0.55 pounds, the FAA will require you to register your drone. This is a $5 fee. Now, the registration will be valid for 3 years. You'll need to actually create an account and provide some general personal information, and I actually included the link to the registration below this video. Now, once you've registered your drone with the FAA, you need to label it actually with the drone registration number from the FAA. You can do this honestly with a Sharpie marker. You can do it with one of the nice little Dymo sticker, like kind of label makers, whatever it really takes to get that on there. Now, if we're ready to go fly, it's time to actually check the weather. You need to be at least 3 miles or have at least 3 miles of visibility to legally fly. So you'll also need to be able to control the drone. So I'd prefer we don't have a lot of wind. Check your drone specifications for winds that it can withstand, but knowing that obviously in a lighter wind, it's much easier. You'll have more fun flying. Now, you also need to be familiar with where you want to fly or where you're going to fly. You'll need to review the FAA's regulations for locations that you can legally fly from. The FAA actually made an app. It's called the Before You Fly app, and that can help. You want to keep your drone within 400 feet of the ground and make sure you're in legal airspace. Some areas, like national parks, actually do not allow drones. You're not allowed to fly over stadiums when there's a game or directly over people. You also want to stay clear of any aviation traffic, whether that's airplanes or helicopters. Neither mix well with drones. You know, they can truly be a safety hazard. The general rule is to fly at least 5 miles away from airports. This is all assuming we're talking about flying as a hobbyist now. Now, while you're flying, it's important that you can see your drone. Again, with safety as the top priority here, you want to be able to quickly respond to any potential hazards you may be able to see, right? You want to be able to see those hazards. That is key to all this, keeping those within visual sight. Now, as with any rules, there are always exceptions, but the tips that I just outlined here will help you get off to a safe start. Now, in the comments, I want to know, why are you getting into recreational drone flying? You're in good company. If you ever decide to step that up and take it to the commercial level, maybe it's to make some money with it, to further your business, whatever it is, you need to be Part 107 certificated. And if you look throughout our Facebook and throughout our YouTube, you'll find a ton of more videos on that, as well as we're the creators of the #1, the largest Part 107 test prep course on the market here. It's not a sales pitch for that. It's just telling you can look more into that. But we look forward to following you on this journey to flying as a hobbyist and hopefully one day as a certified remote pilot in command. We'll see you guys. Remote Pilot 101 is the most successful Part 107 test prep course on the market, with over 18,000 tests passed. It's one price, and you get our updated initial and brand new recurrent course for life. It's 2 courses for the price of one, and it's for life. See the actual test questions, learn the material, take the practice quizzes, all at your own pace through our easy videos you've already grown to love. Visit remotepilot101.com to become a member for life and learn more.